It was a stormy night in September 1622 off the coast of Florida. A massive Spanish galleon named Nuestra Señora de Atocha was making its way back to Spain. Its holds overflowing with unimaginable richest chests of gold, silver bars, emeralds, and precious artifacts from the New World. But as the ship crossed the Florida Straits, disaster struck. A violent hurricane tore through the waters. The great masts snapped like twigs. The rudder was ripped away, and within moments, the Atocha sank into the depths. Along with the ship went treasure worth today more than $500 million vanishing into history, leaving behind one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time. For nearly 3 centuries, this treasure lay hidden beneath the ocean. Everyone knew roughly where the Atocha went down, near the coral reefs of the Florida Keys. But another hurricane soon scattered the wreckage across the seafloor, burying it beneath sand and coral. Generations of treasure hunters searched, risking their lives in the deep waters, but no one succeeded. That is, until one determined man, Mel Fisher, a former diving instructor from California, set out on a lifelong quest to find the legendary lost Galleon. Mel Fisher and his wife taught thousands of divers at their school, but their true dream was finding the Atocha. In the late 1960s, with little more than a small boat and homemade metal detectors, they moved to Florida and began their search. At first, they looked near the Mattacomb Keys. Covering more than 100,000 miles of ocean, but the sea gave up nothing. Many called it hopeless, but Mel refused to quit. His breakthrough came when historian Eugene Lyon uncovered a document in the Spanish archives describing a search effort near Marquesas Keys, over 100 miles from where Mel had been searching. With renewed hope, Mel shifted his expedition, but diving in deeper waters came with a new challenge: visibility. The water below was murky, and divers could barely see their own hands. So Mel engineered a clever solution. He rigged giant pipes to his boat's propellers, pushing clear surface water down to the ocean floor. Not only did this improve visibility, it also blasted away sand-revealing objects hidden for centuries. And then, the first clues appeared: iron nails, pottery, swords, and cannons. Slowly, a trail of artifacts formed, pointing toward the missing treasure. Years passed, and the discoveries grew more promising. Silver coins, heavy bars, and weapons were pulled from the seabed. By comparing the serial numbers engraved on the silver with cargo records from Spain, the team confirmed they had found the wreckage of the Atocha. But treasure hunting came at a heavy price. Funds dried up, storms wrecked their equipment, and tragedy struck when one of Fisher's boats capsized, killing 3 crew members, including Mel's own son. Yet even through heartbreak, Mel pressed forward, convinced the mother lode was still out there. By the late 1970s, after an 8-year court battle, Fisher finally secured full legal ownership of the wreck from the state of Florida. Still, millions had been spent, and the treasure remained elusive. But Mel's persistence never wavered. His motto was famous: today's the day. And one day, it truly was. 0 hours, 7 minutes and 10 seconds, 0 hours, 8 minutes and 10 seconds on July 20th, 1985. After 16 long years of searching, the dream became reality. Fisher's team located the main wreck site. Scattered across the seabed lay mountains of silver bars, stacks of gold coins, bronze cannons, emeralds, and priceless jewels, an unimaginable fortune lost for over 360 years. In total, they recovered over 2,000 silver moments, hundreds of thousands of coins, and countless treasures worth more than $400 million. The discovery of the Atocha remains one of the greatest treasure finds in history. It's a story of obsession, tragedy, and triumph of a man who spent nearly 2 decades chasing a dream across the seas and finally unearthed a fortune beyond imagination. What sank in a storm in 1622 was not just gold and silver, but a legend. And Mel Fisher proved that sometimes legends